In this video we're going to take a look at the manual trading with binary options. Now if you open your Algobit trading account, you can trade there based on the signals, or you can also trade manually. But another thing is, once you have your Algobit account created, you can also access the OptionBit trading platform. And OptionBit trading platform is maybe a little bit more advanced, so once you learn the basics of trading, you can also trade on the OptionBit trading platform. And here I want to show you a system of manual trading with binary options. Now, binary options trading has become quite popular in the last 3 years because anyone can trade. You just have to make a simple investment, a small investment that represents your basic trading money with which you start trading. And if you're good at trading, you can basically, from let's say €200 or $200 investment, you can make $1,000 or maybe even $2,000 in a few weeks of trading. So this is why it is so popular. And here I want to show you a system that I like to use, and it's a system of making more trades per day and making fast trades with 5-minute expiries. So basically I trade here on the turbo options, and I really love OptionBit trading platform because it basically gives me a 76% payout on the 5-minute options and also on the 1-minute options. So some other platforms basically also offer the 60 seconds trades, 2-minute, 5-minute trades, but they will usually give you only 70% return on these investments, on these trades. So this is basically why I like trading this fast system on the OptionBit. And I want to show you how it's done. Now, maybe if you haven't traded before, this might look a bit complicated, but if you learn the basics that I'm going to explain here, if you learn this system, it basically means you can create an infinite money. So this is why it is good to pay attention. Okay, so I want to show you basically the traders, the professional traders use stock market charts. They use the analysis of the stock market charts to predict the chart's movement. So if you don't know the basics of binary options trading, I recommend you to register at the OptionBit Education Center, because here you will get all the videos, all the support that will explain the basics. And below this video it is a link, there's a link where you can sign in for the OptionBit Education Center, so you'll know the basics. And here I'm going to explain you how to use a simple system to predict stock market chart movements and how to make good trades. So basically I use free stock charts service, which is a free service that provides real-time stock market charts for all the currencies. You can set up your charts, you can set up your indicators, and I'm going to explain which indicators I use and how I use them. Also below this video you will find a link. If you click on that link, it will take you to the free stock charts, where you will have these charts set up as I have them here. So it's a direct link to this chart setup, and this can help you in your trading if you decide to try to use this system. So let me just go first through this system, and I'm going to explain what these indicators mean. So okay, let's take a look at the Euro US dollar currency pair, and this is basically the chart. Now if you're not familiar with these candles and stuff, again, there's information in the OptionBit Education Center, so don't worry, it's free to register. Just register and see what it's all about. You'll be able to understand how to trade. So let us see about this system. So I use 1-minute charts. As you can see here, it's euro dollar 1-minute chart. I can select 2-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute charts, but for this system I use 1-minute charts. I use the indicator that's called Bollinger Bands, and it's basically these two lines enveloping the price, as you can see here. And the basic of this indicator is that once the price is on the upper Bollinger Band, it has a tendency to go down, and once the price is on the lower Bollinger Band, it has a tendency to go up. So in some cases it is also this system uses this this rule of the stock market charts, is when the price breaks the upper Bollinger Band, as you can see here or here, it is a good situation to trade down. And this is the basic, let's say, of this system. As you see, the price broke here, but it still went up a little bit, but here it was also above the upper Bollinger Band, and then the price went down. And this system uses this this law of the stock market charts movements and Bollinger Bands indicator. The other indicator that I use is called stochastics. So you can see this indicator, it's a curve that's somehow oscillating between these two lines. One is a green line, one is a red line. So I basically drew this line on the chart to get a reference how high the stochastic curve is. And the basic of this indicator is that once the curve is above the green line, the chart will have a tendency to go down. So as you can see here, it broke below the green line and the price went down. So it is good to trade, let's say, when the price is above the green line, you would trade down, or maybe even better positions is when the curve breaks the level down. So when it breaks the green line and goes down, this is the situation when you trade down. And the similar thing is, as you can see here, it is below the red line. Once it breaks the red line, starts going up, you can trade up. And the third indicator that I use is called RSI, and this is very similar to stochastic indicator, only it's a little bit different. So basically it just serves as additional confirmation. As you can see here, stochastic was high already at this point, but the price still went up because I didn't have the confirmation of the RSI here. You can see RSI is below this upper white line. So once it crossed this white line, and you can see already stochastic started going down, but there it's still above the green line, and the RSI is still above the white line, and this is the situation that was here. So basically it was a good moment to trade down with 5-minute expiries. So each candle represents the price movement that happened in 1 minute. This is because we are looking at the 1-minute chart. And if I would make a trade down at this position, and I would trade with 5-minute expiry, I would have won this trade. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the price closed here. It was below my entry position. I entered the trade for the euro dollar to go down, and I would have won this trade. So basically this is the basics of this system. Another example you can see here. So RSI crossed the lower line, also stochastic was low, as you can see here. This is the situation, and let's say if I would enter at this position when this candle was low, it is always good to wait for the lower position. So if you are entering up, you should enter on the right candle, on the red candle. When the red candle closes, you enter the position up. So I would enter here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and it would be a winning trade. So basically this is the basics of this system. Again, you can see here the RSI crossed the upper level here, the stochastic was high here. I would enter down here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this would also be a winning trade. So basically in binary options trading, you're not going to get all the winning trades. If somebody would win all the trades, then everybody would do this and everybody would trade. But this is a simple system that will allow you to have, let's say, 65 to maybe 75% of the successful trades. And this is enough to make constant profit. So if you understand this, it might be a way out of your financial problems or anything, or you can maybe just trade to try to get a little bit more of the monthly profit and so on. Okay, so let us try to make some trades with this system. I want to show you how it works. So we can see here we have euro dollar, and it's falling down, it's below the Bollinger level. I have the stochastic low, and the RSI is just on the level, and if I see it crosses this level, or if I see a green candle forming here, I will enter a 5-minute expiry trade with euro dollar. So I'm just going to prepare my trade. I'm going to go here on the OptionBit trading platform. I'm going to select here the euro dollar currency, and I'm going to select 5-minute expiry rate. You can see the chart here. Basically I'm getting the chart that's also on the free stock charts, and you can see my account balance is now 3,107 euro. So I'm going to take a 50 euro trade on this. I'm going to trade up, obviously, and let me check what's happening on the charts. So I'm getting a neutral candle here, and both of the lines are very low, so this is a signal for me that I can enter a trade for the euro dollar to go up. So you saw me click buy. This means I basically entered the trade, and once you enter the trade you can click on this box here. So if this box is in the green, it means that the price is above my entry position. If this box would be red, it would mean that the price is below my entry position, and that I basically lost the price. It is not important what color it is until the timer runs out. So basically this is the position when the trade will close, and we will see if I will win this trade or I will lose it. So as you can see here now on this chart, the price dropped even further, and this is also what happens. As you can see here, this is what happened here, and I would just have to wait a little bit more to get the second entry position, and I will show you also maybe an example of what you can do if you are prepared to take a little bit more risk. You can invest, you can make the trade with a double investment. So it means on the next trade I would trade 100 euro for the price to go up, and this way I would cover my loss that I would make here and get more profit. I can see here stochastic is turning around, so I'm just going to double my trade here. So again I'm going to enter euro dollar with 5-minute expiry, and I want to show you, and now I'm going to invest 100 euro on this trade. I'm going to trade up. Let me just check on the chart here. Okay, so I'm going to trade. So this is a better position. As you can see, the price dropped. I just want to catch the lowest level, so I'm going to enter here. Okay, so I entered my second trade on the euro dollar, in which I basically doubled my investment. Okay, so let me get some more charts, and I want to show you until these trades run out. I want to find another possible opportunity to make a trade. So here the price is in between the Bollinger Bands, and the curves are somewhere in the middle on the euro yen, so I'm not trading this. It might be a good situation to trade pound dollar. So I'm going to trade pound dollar up. As you can see, both the curves are below the lower lines, and the price is very low at the Bollinger level. So pound dollar, I'm going to enter this trade. Pound dollar, 5 minutes, and I'm going to enter 50 euro on this trade. I'm going to trade up, and let us check what's happening with my open trades. So one trade is euro dollar, the first one that I entered. It is still below my entry position, and the second trade, in which I invested 100 euro, it is in the green, so it means it's a winning trade so far. So let us check that on the charts. If I go on the euro dollar, as you can see, the first trade I entered around here with 5-minute expiry to go up, and the second trade I entered around here. So let me just mark this. So this was my first entry position, and this is my second entry position with a €100 investment. And I also traded pound dollar. As you can see, I entered this trade around here, and I just want to wait for these trades to expire. Let us go back. So now all the trades are in the green, so it means for the first trade I'm basically getting €88 in return. For the second trade I'm getting €176 in return, and for the third trade, if it will be in the green when the timer expires, I will also get €88. Now you can see the curve dropped down a little bit. It's just on the level where I entered, so this is why the box is changing color. So let's click here and wait for the first trade to run out. This is the euro dollar. So if the box is in the green, when the timer runs out, I will earn additional €33 on my initial €50 investment. So the first trade expired. You can see it was in the green. I just made €33, and we can wait for the other two trades, or we can also check the charts and see what's happening here. So you can see the pound is now falling a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Let's go back to the euro dollar. It's still going up, so I hope the second euro dollar trade will also be a successful one. I also hope that the pound dollar turns around and still continues its way up. As you can see, both curves are somehow trying to break from these lower positions and go up. Let us check some other currencies. Pound yen. You can see here, if I zoom in a little bit, you can see this was a good situation to trade down, but I didn't get the confirmation from the RSI. Maybe I would enter this trade, maybe I wouldn't. So US dollar, Japanese yen, we are getting a good situation to trade here. So I'm going to open free stock charts again. I'm going to open my platform, and let us check the US dollar, Japanese yen. And of course the first trade would be a €50 trade to go down, but I already see the curve is somehow around this level. It's going up down. If I trade down, I want to catch the highest possible entry position, of course. Okay, so let's wait a little bit for this trade, and I want to show you what's happening with my second euro dollar trade. So obviously this is a winning trade. I just won €76. So altogether I won €110 on my two trades, and on this we will see what happens. Pound dollar, I want to check what's going on the charts. So pound dollar, it just went up, as you can see here, and now it's in the green. Just want to wait for this trade to close, and if it closes in the green, I'm getting additional €33. So you can see my account is now €3,171, and we'll wait for this trade to close. Okay, so this trade closed in the green, so it means I have 3 winning trades so far, and I won. This is my exact profit. These were my investments. So I invested €50 on one trade, €100 on second trade, and €50 on third trade. And on the first trade I won €38. On the second I won €76, and on the third I won €38. So you will see my account balance will update soon, because last trade I think it's not still registered, but okay, so now my account is updating and I already have 3,259 euros. So let us try to make, just to give you an example, let us try to make some more trades. So obviously this situation already happened, the pound went up, so I'm not trading this anymore. I want to get the lower or highest positions. Okay, so pound yen, you can see here, still the RSI is not above the white level on the pound yen, and let us check the US dollar yen, and this might be a good situation to trade down. So I'm going to trade US dollar yen down with 50 euro investment. Oh, so I screwed up a little bit because I had 1 minute expiry selected, so you will see, okay, so this is a 1 minute expiry. You can also make a 1 minute trades, and these trades basically finish in the 60 seconds. It's very fast trading. I usually take the 5 minute trades, and I wanted to take the 5 minute trades on this one, but it might be a successful one even in 60 seconds, so I hope this will be also good for me. It means another winning trade, but I think that 60 seconds trades are a bit more risky. They can also be traded in certain situations, but we will see what happens. This is very, for me, it is a more risky trade to trade 60 seconds, so maybe this will be a losing trade or a winning trade. It's just on the level. So I hope it was a winning trade. We have to see, have to check here on the closed trades. We just have to wait for the trade to update. So basically it was a tie, and I didn't get any profit and I didn't get any loss. So okay, but you can see here, if I would have traded with 5 minute expiry, you see what happens with the chart. It just went down. So I missed this good trade, but it doesn't matter. This can also happen. It is better to miss a good trade than to enter early and lose your money, of course. So let us go back to the charts. As you can see here, you can see this red candle. It means that the price dropped severely, and this is again, so the situation that I'm trading already happened, and I'm not entering this trade anymore. I want to find another opportunity. Now maybe, so let me see what's happening here on the euro pound. You can see it was low, it was touching this level, and then it jumped up. So basically also this RSI is somewhere in the middle, even though stochastic is high, but I'm not trading this one. And you can see what happened with the euro dollar. I entered the trades here and here, and it went quite strongly up. And but for me, for this system of trading, I still don't have the confirmation of the stochastic or the RSI, so I'm not entering these trades. And on the euro yen, maybe we can make a trade here. We can make a trade on the euro yen. I still see the RSI is not at it, just touching the upper line. Dollar, pound yen. So I'm going to trade euro yen down. I see the pound yen went down, and a lot of times euro yen and pound yen have the similar movement. So I'm going to trade 50 euro on this to go down, and I'm going to enter this trade here. And if we go back to the open trades, you can see the chart moved up, and at this moment it's in the red, but I still have 5 full minutes in which the price can go down. So I'm just going to mark my entry position for this trade. traded this here for the price to go down. Again, I used the stochastic indicator. I saw it was high, it started falling already here, and I'm hoping that it will continue falling below the green line. And the other thing is that the RSI was quite high. It still wasn't above the upper white line, but it was high enough for me to enter this trade. And we can go back. As you can see here, this candle, it's in the red, represents that the price is falling down. Go back to the trading platform. You can see my open trade here. So basically my entry position was good, and I hope that it lasts for the next 5 minutes. So if this would be a 60 seconds trade, it would already be a winning trade, but since I choose 5-minute expiry, I have to wait for the 5 minutes to expire to see if it's a winning trade or a losing trade. But I have a very good feeling about this trade. So while we wait for this to close, maybe we can see if there's another situation, and or maybe I can just repeat the idea of this system. So as you can see, maybe one situation was here. You can also use the Bollinger Bands. I didn't tell you much about this in this short video, but once the price breaks the Bollinger levels, it has the tendency to turn around. So this is one situation. The price broke the Bollinger level here, the stochastic was low, the RSI was low, and you can see the price is going up. And maybe similar situation here. So if basically if you would enter the trade here, you can see, but at this moment the RSI is not above the lower level. It is above the lower level, it's not below. So maybe you would enter this trade, maybe you wouldn't. You also have, in trading, you have to make your own decisions. Once you get a little bit more of practice, you will develop your own system, and you will decide if you want to enter here, maybe in these situations, if you want to enter, or if you don't want to enter. I would probably enter this trade, and I would enter it when this price would be here. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and this would be a winning trade. And again, another situation maybe you can have here, and if you would enter this trade to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this would be a losing trade, as you can see. But in this case, again, we didn't have the confirmation from the RSI. Basically we didn't have any moment we didn't have the confirmation of the RSI. But if I would enter this trade with 5-minute expiry, let's say if I would enter here, I would see it's a losing trade. I would wait for the next situation, which is here. I would enter 100 euro here, as you saw me made in one trade, and then I would cover the loss from this trade. I would earn some additional money. So let us go back to the open trade. As you can see here, euro yen, it's falling down, and this will be definitely a winning trade. I want to show you how it looks on the charts. So euro yen, I entered my trade here. As you can see, I marked it with a line, and maybe the next position would be now to enter the trade up, but I would still want to wait until I get the confirmation of the RSI, because once the strong price movements happen, like you see here, you basically don't know when it's going to turn around. So one of the strategies is also to wait for the first green candle to form. So once you see the first green candle that's going up, then it's also maybe a good position to enter the trade up. So maybe we can follow the euro yen a little bit and see what happens. Or I see this video is already over 30 minutes long. So I think you get the idea of the manual trading with binary options. And don't worry if you invest into the OptionBit Broker. It's a very good broker, and they make all the payouts, and they're very safe to trade. if this seems a little bit complicated to you, once you register with the Algobit or with OptionBit, at the Algobit system you have the possibility to trade based on the signals, and I also prepared a small tutorial on this website that will help you if you trade based on the signals. But another very good option is to learn a little bit about the stock market charts movements, and you learn how to use free stock charts. Again, below the videos you have all the links that you need. And the third thing is, if you don't know anything about trading and this all seems very complicated to you, I really recommend to register for the OptionBit. You will be able to access their education center, and you can see the videos there, and these videos explain everything about trading, so you will see it's basically quite simple and easy to learn. Okay, in addition to the previous video where I explained the strategy, simple strategy for trading, which is very easy to understand and to learn for beginners, I would like to show you my trading results. As you can see now, it's 1 o'clock and 40 minutes. I have 3,500 euro on my account, which means I earned 400 euro in this trading session. I want to show you my results. So as you can see here, these were my initial trades. We saw in the previous video where I explained the strategy, and I also made some more trades. So altogether it was 13 trades. 2 of the trades were lost, and in these lost trades you can see here I invested 50 euro. So it's a losing trade, I lost 50 euro, and I used the system of doubling up the trades. So it means in the next trade I invested 100 euro on the same currency as you can see here, and I won 76 euro, which means basically I covered the loss of the 50 euro, and I earned 26 additional euro in this trade. And the same situation happened here. The next 3 trades with the 50 euro investments all of them were successful, and I also made 2 1-minute trades. Now I didn't cover the system of making 1-minute trades, but if you practice a little bit, if you use the strategy with 5-minute expiries, if you watch the charts, I'm certain you will also see how the stock market charts move, and you will learn where are the good possibilities to make the 60 seconds trades. So basically, if you never traded before, you can see my trading technique is quite low risk, because I have the initial balance of 3,005 of, let's say, around 3,000 euro, and I'm investing 50 or 100 euro per trade. If you would start with a smaller deposit, I think that the smallest initial deposit is 200 euro or $200. Then you would probably be making the 10 euro per trade or 25 euro per trade investments. So once you start building your profit, you could come, let's say, from $200. You can make maybe 300 in the first day, and in the second day you would have a $500 or 500 euro. And if your success is somehow consistent and you're building upon your profit that you're making, your account balance can grow quite fast, and you are able to make higher amounts per trades. So it means if they are successful, you're also getting higher returns. And one of the most appealing sides of the binary options trading is exactly that you can start with a very small initial investment, and then with good trading you can just build upon your profit and profit more and more every day. So if you are new to trading, if you never heard about online trading before, I really recommend you to take a look into this. If you want to make some money online, I think it is one of the best opportunities. You don't need to have any advanced knowledge or so. Again, if you register with the OptionBit, you'll be able to see all the videos in their education center. You'll be able to learn a lot more about binary options trading. And the second thing is that if you register for the Algobit or for the OptionBit, you basically have, with the same account, you have the access to both platforms. If this seems a little bit complicated, you can trade on the Algobit. You can use their signals to make a good trades. And if you want to try to trade manually, I think this video explains a really good strategy, and this strategy helped a lot of beginner traders. So don't be afraid to use it and try to make some money by following this strategy. So again, thank you for watching this video, and I wish you all best with your trading. Bye bye.